Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. Ooni of Ife and Queen Naomi are alleged to have, brought Succour to Ile Ife market traders with loads of bags of rice and other food items to reduce hunger. Ooni admonish traders on unfair price hike in the market. Now, you know something? I am a die-hard fan of Olori Naomi, and so I am of the Ooni of Ife. Now, if you know something, as far as Delaram is concerned, Kabiyesi would do no wrong. You know why? Because Kabiyesi is a king, one king that I know that cares about his people, that thinks about his people, that is always willing to help his people. There are so many kings in Africa, even in Nigeria, there are so many Obas. The Ooni of Ife happens to be the simplest, and a big Oba. Yes. And as far as Delaram is concerned, the Ooni of Ife is the most brilliant of all of them. That is my own opinion, for which I am entitled to. But let me tell you one reason why I stretch the nerves on my neck to talk this much and well about the Ooni of Ife. It's because Ooni of Ife is a great king. He is a serial entrepreneur. And while others are gathering money in Nigeria, where we have a lot of money and taking it to invest abroad, Kabiyesi is gathering his money in Nigeria and investing it right in Nigeria, creating employment, because one of the biggest problems we have in Nigeria is employment. I can argue unapologetically that the reason why we have such high crime rate in Nigeria is because of unemployment. People want to feed their families. People want to run their families. If there are no jobs, what do you expect them to do? And that is exactly what's going on. But Kabiyesi alone is trying to create industries. He's trying to create, organizations that can help young people get employed by the day. Okay, look at now. Right there in Nigeria, there's issues with price hike. Like, market women, everybody is leveraging on the inflation to raise their prices to, in fact, an unbearable, state. And Kabiyesi has come out right now, as we are hearing with Olori Naomi, to provide succor for the people, that they provided bags of rice, tomato paste, a whole lot to, trim hunger, and also, help small and medium-sized organization get, small loans to add to their businesses. And why these women were gathered, where they said that Olori Naomi was made to speak to the stakeholders, okay? Remember last week they said there was a small meeting where she had invited the stakeholders right there in the palace, the women group. And now this was the introduction he wanted to make. And while he made the introduction, he told them that they were going to support as much as they can. But these people will have to revert back to, the mainstream right there in the market, to let them understand that you cannot be hiking your price unnecessarily, because it affects people who do not have, okay? And they said after all this rice and everything was provided, this was what the message that the Ooni of Ife had for them through Olori Naomi, to let them know that the market women cannot do what everybody is doing, especially right there in Ile Ife, and let them know that when you sit down here, you go to your farm, you pluck water, leave, and because you come back, you know that fuel price is high and the price of bag of rice is high and all of that. You too, who just straight to your farm to pluck water leaf, you decide to make your own very high. You are not helping anybody. You need to understand that there are very poor people amongst us, and these people are struggling to earn 3 square meal in a day. These are the people that are directly affected by that one decision that you are making. That those the issue of price hike has to be taken taken care of. You can see that even right inside the government, right there in Nigeria, nothing has been done. But Ooni of Ife is trying to do something about it. And these are the things that you see with leaders that can make a difference in the society. And now they say they provided rice, they provided food, they provided a whole lot for these people while they were telling them about how hiking of price affect other people. Now, Ooni of Ife is a great king, and they said people were very appreciative of him, and these women had to come together, and they had to reach out to each other to talk about this hiking of price, that it has to start from you and I. Yes, it is true that transportation is a major problem in Nigeria, and I want to think that one of the reasons why food item is so expensive is because of the fact that fuel price skyrocketed, and now people who are transporting these food items from different places will have to make profit. And that is why right now in Nigeria, they say the poor people are unable to even earn 3 square meals. But then, as much as we know that you cannot blame the traders, we do know that there are some who are just hiking price because that is what is happening around them. And if you have the means, however, to put your price at a rate where people can buy, why don't you do that? And that happens to be exactly what they said Olori Naomi was saying to them, and Ooni of Ife was saying to them. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Delaram. I bring you fresh and spicy gist from the source. It's still on the royals. Happy new week to you. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you, Dela Wright. I love you guys. May God bless you. May God make his face shine upon you. I appreciate you from the depth of my heart. Thank you so much, people. Thank you. Now, if you're here and you're yet to subscribe, kindly go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell, and do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. Okay, it's not a small something. No, they said that Ife land is, shaking, and people are appreciative of the gesture of Ooni of Ife, and even the poor ones are even coming out to state the difference, spot the difference between, kings, and indeed they are kings, and they are kings because of all the great things that the Ooni of Ife is doing, the fact that he's got a heart for his people, and he tries to, flow with them to understand their plight and try to see if there is anything he can do to change the situation, which is exactly what they said he has done this time with Olori Naomi by providing succor to people who needs it, and also speaking about price hike in Ile Ife. Now, do not forget, these are all alleged, rumored, speculated information. I'm going to bring you more update. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you.